students, relax, sit back and listen to a math class. In today's class, we are going to learn what is meant by direct proportion and what is meant by indirect proportion with an example. Okay, now let us learn. First of all, direct proportion. So, direct proportion. Let us consider two quantities, okay, x and y. Okay, if x increases means then this y too will increase. If this x decreases means then this y too will decrease. This is known as direct proportion. These two quantities are depending on one another. If this quantity increasing means then this quantity will too increase. If this quantity is decreasing means then this quantity will too decrease. Mathematically, it will be expressed as y by x equal to k, where this k greater than 0 and this k is known as constant of so y, because this y by x equal to k, this y depends on x. So if this x increase, this y increase. If this x decrease, this y will decrease. So y by x equal to k, where this k greater than 0 and this k is known as constant of proportionality. Next, indirect proportion. Indirect proportion. For indirect proportion too, we have to consider two quantities. Let us consider x and y. Okay, if this x increase, then this y will decrease. If this x decrease, then this y will increase. So x increase means this y will decrease and x decrease means this y will increase. So these two quantities are very inversely. Okay, mathematically it will be denoted as x into y equal to k and this k greater than 0 and this k is known as constant of proportionality. Okay, this is what direct proportion and indirect proportion. Direct proportion and indirect proportion are comparison of two quantities. Okay, in those comparison, this direct proportion varies. This indirect proportion varies inversely and this direct proportion varies directly. That means if x increase, y increase. If x decrease, this y too decrease. Here x increase means y decrease. X decrease means this y will increase. Okay, now we can see this example. If 6 children share 24 pencils equally, then how many pencils required for 18 children? Okay, first we should write the given data. What are the given data? Number of children and number of pencils. So for 6 children, 24 pencils. Okay, for 6 children, 24 pencils. We have for 18 children, how many pencils are required, and we have to find that value. Am I right? So let us assume that be x. Okay. For first of all, we should write the data, and second step we have to find whether these things are in varies directly or varies indirectly. That means these are in direct proportion or indirect proportion. So for 6 children, 24 pencils means then for sure for 18 children there will be increased number of pencils only. No, so it varies directly. So while seeing the definition itself, we saw that if the quantities are varying directly means, if they are in direct proportion means, then mathematically it will be represented as x by y by x equal to k, where k greater than 0. Am I right? That means this y depends on this x. Am I right? So if 6 children have 24 pencils means then for 18 children there will be increased number of pencils. So we should write this stuff in the form of this. So let us assume here x1, y1, this is x2 and y2. So first, according to this, y2 by x1. So now y1 by x1 equal to y2 by x2. So 24 by 6 equal to x by 18. So what you will get? 24 by 6 into 18 equal to this x. So by further simplification, this is 1 time, this is 3 time. 24 into 3, 12, 3 2s are 6, 72. So 72 pencils. Okay, here the value will be 72. Okay, so step number 1 is you have to write the given data. Okay, here the given data is number of children 6. So number of pencils for them is 24. Number of children 18. So number of pencils we have to find. Okay. Second step is you have to find whether these data are varying inversely or directly. Here for 6 children 24 pencils means definitely for 8 children the quantity will increase. So it is varying directly. So according to direct proportion, mathematically it will represent that as y by x equal to k, where this k is constant of proportionality. That means this k value won't be changed. Since these quantities are varying directly, at last you will get only one constant. That's what the meaning of this k. Okay. So here let us assume this data as x1, x2, y1, y2. So our formula is y1 by x1 equal to y2 by x2. So y1 is 24 by x1 is 6 equal to y2 is x by 18. So keep this x at one side, and by transposition method we got the answer as 72. So the number of pencils for 18 children is 72. Okay. Here in this problem, number of workers and number of days has been given. A certain work is completed by the workers in certain number of days. Okay. So 60 workers has completed the work in 7 days. Okay. So how many days will it take to complete the work for 42 workers? So 60 workers 7 days means 42 workers. Here the number of workers has been decreased. So the number of days will be increased. Am I right? But here 60 and here 7 and here 42 and here for sure above 7 days. Here the value will be above 7 only. So these are in inverse. These are varying inversely. So this is indirect proportion. So in indirect proportion, the indirect proportion mathematically denoted as x into y equal to k, where this k is constant of proportionality. Okay. So since there are two quantities, let us assume this be x1, this be y1, x2, y2. Okay. So x1 into y1 equal to x2 into y2. So what is the value of x1? 60. y1 7 equal to what is the value of x2? 42. y2 x. Okay. Now we have to find the value of this x. So x equal to 60 into 7 by 42. Am I right? This is 1 time, this is 6 time, this is 1 time, this is 10 time. So 10 equal to x. So 42 workers will take 10 days to complete the same work. Okay, so here you will get 10. So here 60 to 42, it is in decreasing, and 7 to 10, it is in increasing. This is what indirect proportion is. Okay. Now in this video we have learned the concept of direct proportion, indirect proportion with examples. Thank you for watching. For more videos related to both school and college maths, kindly subscribe to our channel Curious Maths. Thank you.